Hello friends, this is Sai Fanindra from SQL School. Over 14 years of technical expertise, completely on SQL Server and BI technologies. I assure you my utmost commitment and utmost dedication to ensure our course is completely practical and real time. This particular course, Azure BI, is intended for those participants who are having some knowledge, prior knowledge on Microsoft Business Intelligence MSBI. Well, before we proceed, let's see what exactly the Azure is and Azure BI is. Come on friends, here we go. Azure is a virtual environment from Microsoft, a virtual storage environment for Microsoft, and inside Azure we can host SQL servers, or we can create and manage SQL servers that in turn contains database and data warehouses. Both are required for our course. Inside Azure we can have Azure Data Factory. It is a resource in Azure, an item in Azure that we buy for ETL activities, extraction, transformation and loading activities. We simply say lift and shift the data. And we have analysis services for big data analytics and data mining forecast operations, Azure storage, and a special type of storage called data lake storage, data lake analytics, shell components and other components including virtual machines. Yes, an Azure is a virtual platform, as you see on my screen, that can be used to store SQL servers. Inside SQL servers we go for database and data warehouses. Inside Azure we can also buy, inside our Azure account we can also buy and host analysis services and other activities as well. Something like this now on my screen. And in our course we shall be involving with SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio tool, to interact with our SQL Server and analysis servers, Azure Data Studio to interact again with SQL Server, analysis server and other few resources, and few more tools we are going to install and use in our course, like Azure Data Studio, Azure Storage. Apart from Azure Data Studio, we got Azure Storage, Visual Studio, Excel, Power BI, etc. to interact with our Azure components. Yes, our Azure BI course, involves two major bricks, or Azure BI involves two major bricks, two major blocks. 10 hours we are going to understand, first 10 hours we are going to understand about Azure basics, Azure database migrations and lift and shift of data called Azure Data Factory. And in this journey, during this 10 hours, we'll also understand about Azure Data Warehouse, the design and implementation, and of course, practically, straight into practice with add-on theory environment as and when required, more into practice. And after first 10 hours of Azure Data Factory, then we shall go for Azure Analysis Services. Now what we are going to learn within the first 10 hours? Yes, on my screen. Total of 10 different hours, 10 different sessions. Firstly, we will talk about introduction to Azure Data Factory. Then into the Azure SQL basics, the actual basics of Azure. And we shall be understanding about, let me just put this way. Yes, I'll just make sure I get the content, or I'll have the preview pane as well. Right, it should be more useful for us. Yes, we'll be taking Azure SQL Server, then Azure storage environment, and then we shall be taking migrations, on-premise migrations to Azure. Then we shall be taking comparisons between on-premise with Azure, comparisons after migrations. Then comes data warehouse components, data warehouse connections, and we shall be understanding the architectural components inside data warehouse, like the processing units, compute engine, and other things. Practically we'll be taking them with different type of tables and functions, like hash tables or distribution tables, round robin tables, etc. Then we shall be understanding, friends, about how to get the data, lift and shift, copy it from Azure Blob Storage from second chapter to Azure SQL Server. First chapter, yes, second chapter will understand how to define Azure Blob Storage. First chapter will understand how to create Azure SQL Server. And in the fifth chapter, we'll understand the actual drag and drop and copy data activities, either through tool or through portal. We'll be taking both. And we shall be taking Azure SQL data warehouse concepts with staging operations. And we shall be understanding about on-premise data to Azure with something called as Azure Data Factory Integration Runtime. This one. This runtime, integration runtime, is responsible to pick data from on-premise and give it to Azure environment. We shall be taking this example in the 6th chapter. 7th chapter would be about incremental loads with single table and stored procedure. And next chapter, 8th chapter, includes multiple tables with incremental loads and stored procedures. And we shall be understanding how to perform incremental loads by using Azure Data Factory for files like Excel files or Notepad, CSV, etc. All about incremental loads. Then we shall be understanding about Azure Data Lake operations, like what exactly Azure Data Lake is and how to practice it step by step. We'll be taking all these activities practically. Then we shall be understanding about Azure data monitoring, data factory monitoring, and data warehouse admin activities. We shall be understanding all possible activities practically with live examples. I'm just showing you a sample material here. And finally comes on-premise to Azure Data Factory SSIS migrations, SSIS package migrations and executions both. Apart from this, the Azure Analysis Services, again 5 chapters, 5 hours. First one about the basic introduction part about Azure Analysis Services and access points in real world. Then comes basic operations like how to create and how to perform and all those compatibility check activities. Then comes data modeling activities with an example from Azure SQL Server source. Then data modeling activities with on-premise SQL Server and AS Server to Azure AS Server using SQL Server data tools. We shall be taking examples on Azure analysis management, and security activities, security management, firewall and common errors and solutions, including out of memory errors. And finally, friends, comes the end-to-end implementation of Azure BI. Right from Azure SQL database to data warehouse to analysis server and integration with Power BI for reporting. Yes. Remember, friends, in on-premise we know MSBI, that includes Microsoft Business Intelligence, that includes integration services, and here we have a replacement in Azure BI Data Factory. We need to take that migration in our course practically with examples. Then comes analysis services, and need to have hands-on exposure to an Azure Analysis Services. We need to take it with examples in our course. And a separate course altogether for about 18 to 20 hours on Power BI if you are interested in. It's a separate journey altogether. RS to Power BI, or Power BI itself is it's a world within, big ocean that we need to understand carefully. So our Azure BI course involves 15 hours of technical exposure with examples on Azure Data Factory, 10 hours, Azure Analysis Services, 5 hours. Total, it is for 15 hours. And here it is, friends. Let's get into bit more details on this Azure BI course that we provide at SQL School. Yes, friends. Before we proceed with Azure BI Cloud, a platform used to ensure generally available and globally accessible data, simply say 24/7 availability and secure data, mostly accessible through browser components, and of course sometimes using tools like Azure Data Studio, Azure Data Studio, or we have Azure Storage Explorer, etc. There are specific tools we'll be understanding in our course for data access and management. For both data access and management, here comes 3 flavors in any Azure or any cloud environment. IaaS, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, and SaaS, software as a service. 3 different environments. If it is on-premise, means non-cloud, your company has to get all the activities right from the back-end storage to front-end applications. Everything your company will take care, or you and me, we need to take care. If it is cloud, there are 3 flavors, friends. Number 1, SaaS, software as a service. In this case, the cloud provider like Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, Amazon Cloud, the cloud providers will take care about everything, right from storage to applications. Everything 100% owned by and managed by the cloud provider like Azure or Google Cloud or Amazon Cloud. PaaS, platform as a service. In this case, application and data we need to take care, whereas all other activities Azure will take care. Yes, here it is. Application and data. Yes, what kind of application integration we need to use, or what kind of data you wanted to store. That part we need to take care. All other components, cloud will take care. Infrastructure as service, 50-50. 50% we involve, remaining 50% Azure, Google Cloud, Amazon Cloud, they are automatically managing the things. In our course, we shall be taking with examples on all these three environments across Azure activities within our courses. We'll do. For now, remember SaaS, software as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Just remember those technical terms. For example, we are going to understand about Azure Analysis Services, that is coming under PaaS, platform as a service. Azure provides us the required virtualization, server, storage and everything. Data we need to load. Application integration we need to take care. Remaining all Azure will take care. Azure Data Factory is a SaaS, software as a service. This way we'll take with examples anyway. So blue items we manage, red items cloud will manage. It is a diagram I got from BMC website. Next, SaaS examples like e-commerce, Google Apps, Salesforce, etc. PaaS like AWS, or for example I'll just say Windows Azure or Azure Analysis Services, also called Azure AS, OpenShift, Apache, etc. other clouds. IaaS, AWS, Rackspace, Google Computing Engine, etc. For example, even Azure Data Factory. Yes friends, so here it is. We'll take it one by one anyway. Let's put the notes as it is. Now, what is Azure? A Microsoft cloud platform for hosting and accessing any application, for hosting and securing any data. And why Azure? Yes, it is cheaper and highly scalable. It works with any environment, easy integration, and suits Windows as well as non-Windows platforms for usage, end user usage. So here it is, our course includes Azure Data Factory and Azure Analysis Services. To step into this particular course, 100% practical oriented course, we need to have some prerequisites, few prerequisites to get on into here. Yes, to enjoy our 10 hours of Azure Data Factory. Here it is, prerequisites. Knowledge on MSBI SSIS mandatory. Basic knowledge should be fine. If you have experience working on SSIS, then you'll surely truly enjoy more from the course, from this Azure Data Factory course. So kindly revise. Slowly changing dimension, SCD type 1, type 2 implementations, SSIS catalog database creation and usage within SSIS, any version, 2012 or 14 or 16 or 17 or 19, any version is okay, no problem. And additionally, Azure AS, Azure Analysis Services, second module, for creating tabular mode data models. Remember, unlike traditional SSAS, Azure Analysis Services does not support multidimensional mode. It supports only tabular mode. So revise tabular mode SSAS and More importantly, tabular mode data models, creating data models, working with BIM files, right? BIM, business intelligence semantic model files, time intelligence, DAX for cube design, and DAX for security. Make sure you revise all these things carefully. Apart from that, ensure you have SQL Server 2017 or higher OS with you, and ensure you have SSDT 2017 or higher tools, higher version 2017 or higher version with you. Just make sure you have these two ready in your computer before you sign up for this course. Well, that's it, friends. Now, this particular Azure BI is a part of our complete program you see on the screen. We are in number 6. So 6 is a continuity of 5. So I request you to kindly revise integration, analysis components or the components of the concepts carefully. Basic should be okay to get on into Azure BI number 6. You may register only for number 6 or 5 and 6. Or if you want to have a revisit of SQL Server Basics, then 1, 5, 6. Well, any combination is up to you. You may also opt only for number 6, straight away join only for the 15 hours Azure BI course. Well, with this information, I request you to kindly refer to our website. SQLschool.com. There you see the Azure BI, the online training schedules, and there you see the brochure, the course curriculum. Just hold on, friends. I'll make sure I get my Azure BI course curriculum here. Just make sure you'll be having it here. Well, yes, here we go. Well, so there are total of 3 plans now. Core Azure BI, Azure BI plus MS BI, or Azure BI, MS BI, Power BI complete pack. Well, and you have got the duration here anyway. Core Azure BI or Azure BI plus MS BI or with Power BI. So you got the day wise or chapter wise course curriculum. I request you to go through it carefully, chapter wise content. Also includes one real-time case study on Azure Data Factory and Azure Analysis Services classes follow, including end-to-end implementation. Well, with this information, we'll stop for today, and in case of any clarifications or questions, please do contact us. We are glad to help you, support you for your registrations as well as post-training support. Well, we don't want to give any false promise saying like placement guaranteed course or something like that. But let me tell you, yes, our course also includes placement services, but not guaranteed. Remember, it's not guaranteed because we'll be having mock interviews during the course. And based on the participant performance during the mock interviews, in case if you wanted to, just in case, because mostly we see working employees coming and joining our classes mostly. So placements request would be very rare. Beside that, chapter wise interview questions, chapter wise interview questions part of the course, and resume preparation part of the course will be surely guiding you how to sell your resume for a better price, and more importantly MCSA certification guidance as well part of this course. So with this, yes, stop for today, and we shall be waiting for your registration. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Thank you once again.